Hey guys, and welcome to the Family Fudge. I'm Jennifer, and on today's video, I'm going to take you on a tour of my lunchroom. In last Friday's video, I asked you guys if you'd be interested in a lunch supply / room tour, and I got so many comments saying, yes, please show us your stuff. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. Now, not only is this the lunch supply room, but it's also my home office. So I'm gonna give you a little peek of that as well. Now, I definitely have quite the collection. You know, I have 4 kids, and I've made a lot of lunches over the years. And you guys, I save and recycle as much of these supplies as I can. So that really makes my collection quite large. Now, in our old house in California, I kept most of my lunch supplies in the garage because we didn't have space in our tiny kitchen or anywhere in the house. And now I am so grateful that in our new house in Florida, I have enough space to keep all of my lunch items together in one place. Now I have to give some credit to my girls, Miss Talisa Tossell and Miss Moriah Elizabeth. I definitely was inspired by both Talisa's slime room, that's a lot of slime, and of course there's Mariah's squishy room. So fun, so colorful, I love it. Now, just like these creative ladies, I have been super blessed, and I've been able to take my hobby of making lunches and through YouTube turn it into my dream work from home job. So making fun lunches is something I love to do, but it's also become my business. Now, before we get started, you guys, you do not need all of these lunch supplies to make cute lunches. You really can just use whatever you have on hand or items from the dollar store. It doesn't have to be a lot. I just have all of these extra items because I love making these videos and I want to make them as fun and exciting as I can. And of course, I have to give a big thanks to all of you for watching and subscribing and supporting these videos. So thank you. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so here is a quick overview of the room. If you saw our original empty house tour, you'll probably recognize this room. If you haven't seen that video, I'll pop a card in right here. But when we moved in, this room was empty. It's actually a downstairs master bedroom, but I've turned it into my dream lunch supply room. And then over here we have the office area, of course, but I'll show you that last. Now, I've divided most of my supplies between these 2 Ikea shelves. I love these Ikea shelves, and if you're ever looking for them, make sure you check online markets like Facebook and Craigslist first, because you can almost always find these secondhand for a really good price. And then I have lots of little items in these separate drawers. These drawers you might remember from my old kids' clothes organization setup. I used to actually use these drawers to organize my kids' clothes when they were really little and their clothes were small enough to fit in there. Now, if you'd like to check out that video, I'll pop a card in right there. Well, I don't use that laundry system anymore, so I've repurposed all of those drawers and put them in here. And then of course over here I have 2 new systems that are perfect for all of my little teeny lunch supplies. These both came from Amazon, but unfortunately when they sent this one, it arrived to my house missing a drawer. Can you believe that? Brand new, missing a drawer. I did go ahead and put in a replacement order, but it's not gonna be here till next week. The next storage system I'm using are these plastic drawers. Now, these are actually repurposed. I used to use these drawers to organize my kids' clothes in their closet as part of our laundry system. This room represents 2 things that I absolutely love. Of course, making fun lunches and organization. Well, and things that are rainbow too. I love rainbow things as well, as you can probably tell. Okay guys, it is time to jump right in with this tour. Basically on this side I have most of my lunch boxes, my containers. In this middle section I have all of my sandwich cutters, my cookie cutters, my teeny tiny cutters, and my food picks. And then over on this shelf I have all of my good to go bottle tops. We have lunch bags and lots of fun napkins. So I think I'll go ahead and start with the most important lunch item, which is the lunchbox. I have so many different kinds of lunchboxes, and it's hard to pick a favorite one. I'd have to say right now, I'm really liking the Omni box. They are a little bit pricey, but they're made really well. They last a long time, and they have that built-in thermos. So I really love the Omni box. Then, new for this school year, I have some different boxes I can't wait to try. These are the Bent Go boxes. I have never used this brand before, and note, this video is not sponsored in any way. I'm super excited to use these. I picked up one for all of the kids. Blue is for Jackson, green is for Griffin, purple is for, well, this is more of a purpley pink, this one is for Mackenzie, and teal is for Lily. So I can't wait. So I'm super excited to give those a try. Next to those, I have the classic easy lunch boxes. These ones are really good too. They're not very leak proof, so they're not my absolute favorite, but they are really good lunch boxes and pretty affordable. Over in this basket, I have two different kinds of boxes. These guys are my good bins. I really like these ones because they're so colorful, but they are not leak proof. They are a really good price, so that's great. Overall, I really like these, although there are some drawbacks. You can't fit like a whole sandwich in there, so that's not necessarily a positive. And then recently, I picked up these lunch boxes off of Amazon. These ones are really interesting to me because they seem more leak-proof, and the insides of the boxes are white, so I'm excited to give those a try this year. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name of the brand on these, but they are on Amazon, and I'll go ahead and put a link to them if you want to check them out. Over on this side, I have some lunch boxes I don't use very often. I have my blue Ellie box. The other one's in the fridge, so it has food in it right now. And then I have these really odd-shaped round lunch boxes. I've never actually used those before, but you never know. I might pull them out for lunch someday. Down in this lower bin, I have all of my Planet boxes, their bags, and their accessories. Of course, the Planet boxes are pretty pricey as well. Overall, they are a really good lunchbox, but they're not necessarily my favorite. Next, we have this bin, and this one pretty much has my Sistema boxes in it. So this one is the Sandwich Cube. Those are actually really good lunch boxes. And then I have a couple of odds and ends. These are actually lunch boxes that I use for myself most often. Oh yes, and by the way, you guys, I got all of these baskets from the Dollar Tree. I love using Dollar Tree items for organization, and I specifically love this white basket. It holds a lot of stuff, and you can't beat the price. Back over to this basket, I have these guys. This is the Easy Lunchbox snack container. I really like the square shape of these, perfect for making your own Lunchables. And then they also have a big stack of these Ziploc containers. These ones are definitely a favorite too. They're not super leak-proof, but they're pretty good, and they're definitely affordable. You can find them at Walmart and at Target, so yeah, I really like the Ziploc ones for a cheaper alternative. That's definitely a budget-friendly alternative. Moving over to this one, I keep all of my little containers in here. Some of these I've used quite often, and some are still brand new, waiting to be used. I get most of these containers at either the Dollar Tree or Home Goods, Marshalls, or Ross, where they're a pretty good price. So I have lots of different containers in there. In this basket, I keep all of my thermoses. Of course, we have our bunches of lunches thermoses, which are definitely my favorite. They come with that built-in spoon and the built-in bowl. They look, they actually look just like this with the little bunches of lunches logo on the front. Love those. I also have our old thermoses, which work really well still. These have lasted for years, so it's definitely a good investment. And then I have the newest blue Ellie one as well. Okay guys, so that's all the lower bins. Now let's move on up to these higher bins. Now in this cube, I've actually used a basket from the Dollar Tree and this hanging basket from Big Lots. These are great for adding extra storage in shelves or even in pantries or cabinets. In this top one, I have all of my reusable snack bags. so these can be washed and used over and over again, so you're not using so many little plastic baggies. And then in this one, you just pull it out just like this. In this back section, I have all of my reusable spoon, fork, knife combos. I have some little star cups, some reusable utensils, and my kids' favorite training chopsticks. I get those at Daiso, which is like the Japanese dollar store. In fact, I get asked all the time where I find my lunch supplies. Mostly they're from the Dollar Tree, some are from Amazon, and I find lots of them at Daiso, the Japanese dollar store. Now this next basket is all about eggs. These are all egg molds, and I have lots of different ones. In the back there I have a flower. There's a ladybug. A cute little fishy. A bunny. I got this one for Easter lunches. A cute little tulip. We got a car. Some hearts. Those are perfect for Valentine's Day. Another little bunny. And a cute little teddy bear. And then over on this side, I have several of these star shaped, and I have several of the heart shaped. Because when I make these, I like to make a whole bunch, because the longer you keep them in the mold, the better the shape's going to be. So I'll boil up a bunch of eggs, stick them in the molds, and then keep them in the fridge until I'm ready to throw them into lunches. In this next section, I have another one of those hanging baskets, and in here I have my snack containers. I absolutely love these. These are so cute. This little teddy bear one, you just open up his little head, and the snacks can go inside. I love putting Teddy Grahams in here. These ones were actually from the Dollar Tree. Then I also have the goldfish cracker version. You just open them up like that, and the goldfish can go inside. Sometimes I also put other chips. Those ones I actually found at the grocery store. And that brings us to our snack container drawer. I love using little snack containers for different treats and things like that. These little ball ones are really fun. These are actually meant for food, and I found them in the party section of Michael's. Same with these little test tubey guys. These are actually made for candies or sweets. And it's just a fun, different shape to throw into a lunch. Again, these are all reusable. I just wash them out and we use them over and over again. These ones are super fun. They are from the Dollar Tree, and they look just like Legos, and they actually fit together like Legos. I haven't actually made a Lego themed lunch, but I definitely plan to sometime in the future. And then lastly, I have a couple of these guys left over from Easter. This cute little bunny and this cute little chick. These hold treats so well, and they still fit in lunch boxes, so they're perfect to send to school. In this next drawer, I have lots of different sauce containers. Now, if you guys have been watching for a while, you'll know that these mostly will have ranch in them. My kids love having ranch with their veggies and things like that. So I have lots of different kinds, little animals. These ones are all from Daiso. These ones are from Amazon. And then I also have lots of these little dressing containers. These are great for salad dressing or sour cream, different dips and sauces. Over in this next one, I have all of my little panda containers. These are so cute, and I've used these in several different videos. This is more like a traditional Japanese bento would be, and this is from Daiso, that Japanese dollar store. And then you guys, I have lots and lots of these silicone liners. I absolutely love these. I used to actually use cupcake liners because they're super cute with the different prints on the outside, and they're really affordable. But then I just started buying these ones because you can wash them out and reuse them over and over and over. They come in lots of different fun colors and shapes. I love the star-shaped ones. I really love these big square ones. So yes, I have lots and lots of those, all different sizes and shapes. These are perfect for separating food within the lunchbox. Now up on this last top shelf, I have things I don't use super often. Like this bin has lots of things from Daiso that I've never actually used before. Lots of little Japanese bento tools. These are things that I'm hoping to use one day. I just haven't used them yet. And I almost forgot to show you this one. This is also a bin where I keep items that I haven't used before, but I'm hoping to show in a future video. This little guy is actually a hot dog cutter. How cute is that? And you put a little bit of ketchup right there in the little container. So cute. I have lots of things for fall lunches already planned, and a few Disney things in the works. In this next basket, I have some odds and ends. Some more Japanese style bento boxes. I really like these tiny little cute ones with the elephants. I don't use these containers super often, but I like to hold on to them. In this next basket, I have some extra yogurt containers. These are great for yogurt and granola. Then I also have lots of those little sandwich containers. I used to use these all the time and I love them. I just haven't used them recently. Over in this container, I have lots of these little Sistema containers. These are great for snacks and treats. And then in this last basket, I have my little snack towers. These are so cute. I really like these ones. And now you can find something very similar at Target. So yeah, these are really fun. I have lots of different colors. Those just go right in there. Now, before I move over to the next section, I just have a few more baskets I've missed. In this one, I have all of our ice packs. I have lots of different colors and sizes. And in this one, I have lots and lots of cookie cutters. Now, I do use these for sandwiches sometimes. The kids also will use these for Play-Doh. I just keep them all right in there. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to speed this up or possibly make 2 videos because I'm realizing that I wanted to talk about everything. And if I do that, this video will be like 2 years long. It's a lot of stuff. So I think I'll go ahead and show you this tower next. Alright, in this first drawer I have these snack containers. These are my character ones. Star Wars, Mickey, Minnie, and Peppa Pig. These are actually Easter eggs, you guys. I got them at Easter time at Walmart, but I love throwing them into themed lunches with little snacks and treats inside. This next one has PJ Masks, one extra Mickey. I have more of the Lego ones. Then I also have more of the little sauce containers. These ones are a little bit bigger, they hold more sauce. And then we have some extra Star Wars containers. In this one I have some Paw Patrol, some Easter Peeps, another Mickey. You can tell we love Mickey around here. I have some Lightning McQueen and some Trolls. And in this one I kind of have odds and ends. This one is actually meant for an avocado, so it'll keep your avocado nice and fresh. This one is meant for a banana, so you can stick your banana in your lunch and it won't get crushed. This one is a snack container similar to the goldfish ones. It's just a shark instead. And then in here I have all of my little candy eyes. We have happy eyes, angry eyes, spooky eyes. All the eyes go in there. In this next one, I have even more of these silicone liners. I went through a lot of these ones when I was picking the ones that I wanted for the lunch kit. So these are all leftover like prototypes. There's lots of different ones on the internet. Some of them are good and some of them are not good. So yeah, I went through a lot of silicone liners until I found the ones that I liked. Right now, these gigantic ones are my favorite, and I really like these petal-shaped ones as well. So cute, and I love how big and roomy they are. Now, these next couple of drawers have lots of different sandwich cutters. We have a heart, an elephant, a little kitty cat, butterfly, puzzle pieces, and a dog. In this one, we have the crown. Oop. One is missing. I can't remember what's supposed to be there. We have a dinosaur and a star shape. Oh, I know what's supposed to be there. My little Uncrustable maker. I just used that, so I think it must be in the dishwasher. In this one we have all of my Mickeys. I have lots of different Mickey heads. And in this one I just have a couple of Minnie Mouse cutters. And in this one, I have these interesting things. These actually make like a cone-shaped bread, so you can fill those with lots of different yummy treats. And this sandwich cutter I got on Amazon. It comes with lots of different faces, so you can make a cat, a pig, a frog, or a panda. And then this guy actually makes a 3D airplane, and you're supposed to use a carrot for that one. Now, moving on down here, underneath this desk, this is just an Ikea desk. It wasn't very expensive at all. On this side, I have all of my little placemats. I use these a lot in videos to kind of, I don't know, make it look colorful and fun. Over here, I have some of my cutting boards. I use these a lot in videos as well. I do have cutting boards that I actually cut on, and then I have others that I like to keep nice, and I don't cut on them. And then basically all of these drawers are the rest of my cutters. And they're kind of organized a little bit, not 100%. In here I have all of my Halloween cutters. In here I have all of my Valentine's Day cutters. This one's kind of miscellaneous. Uh-oh. Do you guys hear that? That's the storm coming. There's supposed to be a hurricane coming in a couple of days, so it's starting to storm outside. In this one I have different shapes. I have lots of little flowers. This is kind of odds and ends. We have Star Wars and dragons, different animals. In here we have stars and unicorns. More unicorns and princesses. This one's kind of a hodgepodge of everything. Again, this one has a lot of Easter things and some summer things. Oop. And this one has Christmas. I love Christmas most of all. And this last one has extra sandwich cutters. Oh yes. And this Rudolph one that I haven't used yet. So cute. Up over here is where I hang the play button. I am so thankful for all of you guys for subscribing and for supporting this channel. We're about to hit 500,000 pretty soon. I cannot wait. I'm super excited for that. And of course, here's that Bunches of Lunches lunch kit I was telling you about. This is our first product that we've launched, and it's been very exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. Okay, friends, we're only about halfway done, and this video is probably getting pretty long. So stay tuned for part 2, where I show you all of the food pics. There's a lot of them, and they are super fun. And of course, we have all of the bottle toppers, the napkins, and lots of other fun stuff, so stay tuned for that.